Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video.
Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice. Today I have a delicious dilemma, and I say that because I've been working on these two walls, a series of paintings, and they were coming along pretty well, I thought. I still think so, but I felt that they just weren't making the mark that I wanted, where I wanted them to go. And so I decided to kind of pull all of what I had put on the surfaces, kind of pull it back, and by putting a very thin coat of white, well, almost a gray, dove gray, and with the intention of starting to apply more paint, which I will do. But I'm also at that, I called it the delicious dilemma, because I really like these two. I like this kind of abstraction in a snowstorm quality. And I've been just looking and enjoying them in that, in that way that I've just described. And so, things get precious. They really do, I have to say. And that's not an excuse for not doing some work to continue with the process. So there's always an element of consideration and concern. Will I be making these better? Will I lose everything that I have that I've done so far? I mean, just these drips, because there's not as much going on around, they've really started to become more prominent, and I like them very much. So I have to either, take them down and start anew, which I could do, or bite the bullet, so to speak, and continue. So, bullet gets bit today. And I'm going to start to add just a little bit of a color. This cadmium red light. I've been adding a bit of water with a bit of ammonia, actually. 90% water, 10% ammonia. The ammonia is kind of a preservative to keep the paint from getting too, from kind of getting musty. And I don't know what paint does when it starts to get musty. But I added maybe a bit too much, so it's a little runny now. But it's flowing pretty well. All right, and I really do not want to overdo the direction of the paint, meaning I don't want wavy lines with this right now. So this is not going too badly. It's nice to have something vibrant adding it back to the surface. The red and the yellow. The yellow has pretty much gotten lost in the red. That's okay too. If it seems tentative, that's because it is holding my breath as well. I don't know why, but you know, there's a lot of emotions that come from paint and painting, the painting process, as Mark Rothko illustrated, and just about every other abstract artist. Hilma af Klint, for example. Okay, that actually brought a lot of life back. And the question is to whether to keep going. I could do one more. With a few of the cooler shades. Just trying to think which ones I want to use. Or I could draw some lines. That might be nice. You know, do something, some finer lines. And you're just using one of the paint tubes. This isn't even as fine as most of the tubes. I've worn down the end of this one from doing exactly what I'm doing here. It might be better if I actually started with a. No, I'm just going to keep going. I guess if there's always another painting, there's always more paint, right? These are pretty big swirls of gushes of paint. But I like it. I like what it's doing. All right, I'm going to stop with that one. And now I'm going to do the lines with just a little bit of paint. showing you kind of the same thing. And maybe I will use this as well. Since I got quite a bit of paint out. Let's see how stretching these lines a little further, especially now that they are embedded in the on the surface here. of them got a little out of control, but in general, I'm liking it. So we'll see what happens once the paint dries, how this is turning out. So thank you for being with me today, and I'll be working on these for a little while longer. So now, go make art. So I'm so happy that you are joining me today, and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape.